What's up everyone, my name is Ben, and in this video we'll be comparing two different phones. We'll be comparing the OnePlus 6 versus the brand new Samsung Galaxy S9. We'll be comparing these two phones in 5 different areas. We'll be comparing the features, we'll be comparing the specs, the camera, battery, and of course the most important of all, the price to performance ratio. We'll be comparing 5 different things, and for each thing we'll give 1 point to one of the devices, and at the end of the comparison, whichever device has more points is theoretically better. Now you might be asking why I'll be comparing the price to performance ratio. Well, in my opinion, when I'm buying a phone, I always compare the price to performance ratio just because I like to get as much as possible for the amount of money that I'm paying. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So first off, let's start with features. Now this one is really interesting, and let me explain my point of view. Basically, Samsung always packs their devices with a bunch of features. They often experiment, they push a lot of different things to their devices, and then later on they decide in next versions of the OS which features they're going to keep and which features they're going to get rid of. Now this is a really good thing because it allows the OS to always be progressing, getting new features, getting the best new features, and so on. So some of my favorite features from the S9 are the fingerprint gesture feature, then you have the Dolby Atmos, also you have many different colors the device is available in, that's also a feature, and you also have front-facing portrait mode and a bunch of other things. Now OnePlus usually takes a bit of a different approach. They take into consideration features and specs and all that have already worked in the past. Now this is a much safer route, which at the end of the day guarantees more sales, guarantees better user ratings, guarantees better user experience, and also guarantees a faster and more efficient interface. So OnePlus 6 has a lot of features, but it does not have as many features as the S9, and that will probably change next year as with the OnePlus 7, when they will once again adapt even more features than they have adapted in the past. So essentially OnePlus is using an ever-evolving approach, if I can say that. So in my eyes, the features point goes to the Samsung Galaxy S9, just because Samsung always kills it with the new features that we at the end of the day all like. If we compare the specs for a little bit, the OnePlus 6 has the Snapdragon 845 and the Galaxy S9 also has the Snapdragon 845. About the RAM, both phones, the stock version, so the stock version of the OnePlus 6 comes with 6 GB of RAM, while the stock version of S9, by stock version I mean the entry point version, comes with 4 GB of RAM. So essentially the OnePlus 6 has a little bit more RAM. Regarding the battery, the OnePlus 6 has a 3300 mAh battery, while the S9 has a battery of, I believe it's 3000 mAh. So regarding the specs, the amount you're paying, I will give this point to the OnePlus 6 just because of its stock Android version, which means that the whole experience is extremely fast. It also has more RAM, therefore I give it this point for being more efficient when multitasking, more efficient when using the device, and for overall performing a little bit better than the S9. Up next we have the camera. This one was probably my hardest decision to make. So the S9 has one of the most incredible cameras that I have ever seen, but then there's the OnePlus 6. The camera is also incredibly good. Daylight, both cameras are absolutely amazing, but when it comes to the nighttime, you can notice a little bit of a difference. Now, the OnePlus 6 is by no means bad, it's actually pretty good in low light, but S9 has just that little bit of an advantage when it comes to low light situations, but give me a second. When it comes to video, and more in detail when it comes to 4K video, the optical image stabilization just seems a little bit better on the OnePlus 6. And if I also compare and consider in the price that you're paying for the OnePlus 6, which is right around $520 I believe, while the S9 goes for $799, I give this point for the camera to the OnePlus 6. Not only is the video better, but considering how with the price that you pay when buying this phone, I give this point to OnePlus. Up next we have the battery. The S9 has a battery of 3000 mAh, while the OnePlus 6 has a battery of 3300 mAh. Now, more battery, larger battery capacity doesn't always mean that the battery life is better. In my opinion, this point will go to the S9. S9, in my opinion and from my experience, is just a lot better at, well, the operating system is just more optimized, and the phone lasts longer than OnePlus, especially when using more advanced apps like YouTube, like heavily using Instagram, stuff like that we all do, heavy users. OnePlus 6 just drains a bit faster than the Samsung Galaxy S9. Therefore, I give this point to the S9. But don't get this wrong. The battery on the OnePlus 6 is by no means bad. In fact, its dash charging feature is, in my opinion, the fastest charging we have ever seen on a smartphone, just because it's able to basically charge up a phone from 0 to 100% in about 25 to 30 minutes, which in my opinion is just mind-blowing. Now let's compare the price to performance ratio. This is my favorite part out of all comparisons, and this is essentially what I always look at when buying a flagship or just a new phone. So I will be taking my country's prices for the phones, and in my country here in Slovenia and in Europe, the price of the Samsung Galaxy S9 is right around $799. In the US, I believe it's around $720, while the OnePlus is available for $529, which is, well, about $280 cheaper than the S9. So considering the specs, considering the battery, considering the camera, and all the other things that come with it, in my opinion, you cannot beat the price to performance ratio that OnePlus 6 is currently offering. In my opinion, there is no better phone out there at the moment that is capable of providing those insane specs, that incredible camera performance, dash charging, as well as a really good battery life. Also features, and in my opinion, customer support. A lot of people bash on OnePlus customer support, but from my experiences with the OnePlus 3 2 years ago, their customer support is really fast, reliable, and overall really good. So this final point also goes to the OnePlus 6. So in total, if we compare all the results, the first point, features, went to the Samsung Galaxy S9. The second point, the specs, went to the OnePlus 6. The third point, the camera, went to the OnePlus 6. The battery went to the S9. And the final point, which is the price to performance ratio, goes to the OnePlus 6. At the end of the day, the score is 3 to 2 for OnePlus 6, and in my opinion, OnePlus 6 is a better phone to buy if you're looking at price to performance ratio, which is what I look at and focus on the most when buying a new device. Hopefully guys enjoyed this video. Please definitely leave me a comment down below with your thoughts if I decided correctly for the features, camera, battery, specs, and the price to performance ratio. Please drop this video a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.